Okay, what's up guys, Robot here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a tutorial which was based on my latest YouTube background, which was jumping on the interface bandwagon, I guess, with the whole metallic interface. And I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple metal effect like this one here. And if you haven't already seen Raided's tutorial, then it's pretty similar. I'm just going to show you how to do this mesh effect differently, and obviously I do a few things differently too, but that is the basis of my metal text effect. So I'm going to duplicate this one on this side, and as we go through the process you'll pick up how it's done. So I'm just going to group these ones so I don't get confused, and then I'll hide the layers. Okay, so first of all you're going to create a new layer and select your pen tool. Now the pen tool is just going to be used for making the shapes. It's not a major part, well it is a major part, but you want to start making your points. If you hold down shift, then you can select straight lines, which will make the effect much nicer. And I'm only going to do a straight one here because it's hard to actually it's hard to get the right width if you just guesswork it, so you'll see, but I'm going to make a straight line here, go to make selection, OK, and then I'm going to hold Alt and hit backspace. Sorry if you can't hear me very well, I've got a cold at the moment, which sucks. I'm going on holiday in a few days. And then you want to straighten it out, because you don't want any slanted lines, because they will just look rubbish when you apply the bevel later, and then delete it. So you've got half of it there, and now if you go to layer, duplicate layer, OK, and then hit Control T, flip horizontal. If you right click you should get this menu, and then flip horizontal and then rotate 90 degrees, and then just drag that on here so it's at the back like that. And then you can hold down Control, click the two layers and go to layer, merge layers, and that'll make it one, and you'll see that it's equal width now, which is good. That's how we want it to be. Okay, so from here you double click because you want to go to the layer style menu, apply a bevel and emboss, and go to technique, chisel hard, depth all the way up. Size you can mess around, but I think size 5 looks nice with this one at the moment. Screen I'm going to set that to 59, and multiply I'm going to set that to 45, and the rest of that is alright. Then you want to go to colour overlay and make it a slight shade of grey. I'm going to go with, yeah, that one looks nice, 434343. Actually I might just go with 404040. There we go. And add a drop shadow and outer glow. With outer glow select blend mode normal, opacity all the way up, and colour to black. And then I'm going to add a bit of an inner shadow and just leave it at that. Okay, so then you want to go to layer, duplicate layer, OK, and then you want to click on here again, the drop down, so you can see these, and tick the eye on drop shadow and outer glow. We're going to create a new layer again, hold these two down and merge the two together. Then you want to select the blending mode and set overlay, which will add a bit of a highlighted kind of, not so much metallic, but we're getting there, effect. And then you want to click on the original layer, click one more new layer, and then merge the new layer with the original layer. Layer, merge layers. Okay, so here you want to select your dodge tool and select the brush size all the way at 1 and zoom right in. And now on any dark lines, like if you can see this line here, you want to just dodge along the line, which will give it a more of a metallic effect and a more standing out effect. So if you hold down shift and click and then drag it along, you'll see that the line starts to become a bit lighter, which will bring out the metallic effect. So I'll just keep doing that for a bit till you got the effect you want. And then you can do that on as many as you want, but some of them, because of the bevel, will already be quite light. So there we go. And then you want to select your burn tool. Brush 65 and exposure 50, they're both good settings. And I'll zoom out a bit. and just darken a few areas which you think should be dark. It really doesn't matter how you do this, but just do it randomly. It's quite a nice effect. Sorry about this, guys. My cold's only started when I want to do a video. And then go to brush 65 on the dodge tool, and we'll lighten a few areas too. And then here I'm going to create a new layer. Hold down Alt and press backspace, and then go to filter, render, clouds. Alright, I'm just going to pause this video for a second. Okay, I'm back now. Just had to get something out of the way. And then create a clipping mask by holding down Alt and then clicking in between the two layers, which will mean that you can only see it on there. And then you want to select blend mode that will really bring out the metallic text effect. So I'm just going to find one right now. Soft light looks quite nice. And then I'm going to create a new layer, just so that's clipping mask as well. Fill that with black. Can I not fill that with black? Is my Photoshop not going to let me fill that with black? There we go. And I'm just going to darken it a bit because I think the metal's too bright at the moment. So there we go, we've got a kind of metallic text effect. Now if you want to make it grungy like I did, I mainly used the eraser with this default brush, size 11, and I just went around the edge, but it's better to do that when you've still got the effects on it, because otherwise it'll just look a bit bad because you're erasing the shadow and stuff, which isn't too great. So for now, we're going to create this mesh pattern that you can see here, and we want to use our pen tool again to create a sort of similar shape but inside. I'll go with there we go, and make selection. Okay, and then fill it with a colour of your choice. Oops, I forgot to create a new layer when I did that. There we go. And shift is a great tool. If you hold down shift, it'll make your line straight, it'll make you be able to drag stuff straight. It's just a great, I only figured that out a couple of weeks ago, but good stuff. So then you want to go to pattern overlay, and now you'll need this pattern. I'll try and find a link for where I got that in the description. I definitely got it from Brush Easy, and I think it's like a Spider-Man pattern or something like that, but it's actually a metallic text kind of thing. You want to set the scale to 25 and the opacity to 50. Then colour overlay, you want to go to black and select soft light and bring that down to about 78. And then you want to put inner glow, blend mode normal, colour all the way down to black, opacity all the way up, and inner shadow, and just leave that as is. And then you want to invert that. If it's white, you want to make it a black default colour. So at the moment mine doesn't fill up enough space, so I'm just going to create a bit more, like there we go, and just fill that one too. Okay, and now if you want to add extra effects, you can create a clipping mask. My laptop's getting noisy, I hate this thing. And then go to about 100 and just add some white and black dots everywhere, like white in the middle probably, not that bright, and a black outside. And then just select, if you hold down Control and click on the layer, it'll select, and then you go to the marquee tool, right click, select inverse, and then just delete. As we'd selected this and deleted the rest of the black and white overlays, you want to select blend mode to overlay, and that will provide nice shadows on the mesh, and that looks a really nice effect. You can lower that opacity if it's too dark, and yeah. So now we're going to create some air pockets, or little kind of indents in the metal, that's the word I'm looking for. You want to get your pen tool again, but first you get your brush and select that to 1, hardness 100, and then go and zoom in, because this is kind of tough work, you know. So then you want to just click up here and then hold down shift, and you can follow the lines of your pattern, your bar, and then just, it's basically up to you where you put these, but then you want to go to stroke path and tick off simulate pressure, and then click OK, and then delete the path. Now I'm going to select the blend mode to 90 and then double click, go to drop shadow, normal, select the blend mode to white, opacity, you're going to bring that down later, distance 0, spread 100, size 1 or 0, 0 looks better, and then just bring the opacity down till you've got a nice thing, and then click OK. Then go to the marquee tool and just make sure it's where you want it to be. That looks good. And then I'm going to duplicate it a few times because 1 doesn't look that great, but 2 look alright, and I usually go for 3, so I'll just duplicate that again with shortcuts and then zoom out of it. And as you can see there, they look like they have a nice effect. So that's pretty much all I did with the whole metal thing on my background, but there's a lot more to it that you can do, and it's just up to you really. So I could create another bar in here, and I just want to do this quickly, so I'm going to create a bevel all the way up, chisel hard. As you can see, it's really not that hard to do actually. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you want to rate, comment and subscribe, that would be very much appreciated. And until next time, I will see you later. Goodbye.